Hey, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome
everybody.
back to Dustin and Michelle. It's Saturday night, right?
Yeah, we are so excited that you're here. We got a fun show for you. Yeah, we hope you're going to walk away with something, some tips to make a few more bucks this summer.
Yeah, one of the best ways to make, exceptional purchases when it comes to sourcing is hitting those garage sales, hitting those yard sales, and hitting those estate sales in the summer. And spring, summer, fallish, but yeah, mostly summer. But how do you find the places to go to get the best kind of, garage sale stuff?
I know it can be tough. Things have changed.
A lot, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, let's talk about the history of a yard sale first.
Yeah, we did some work because we love to get a little bit more than just, whatever for you guys. But the history of how yard sales and garage sales actually started in the 1800s. In the shipyards, they would come in with tons and tons of inventory that no one would claim. And they would have these huge yard sales where people would come in and just buy what was, abandoned, basically.
Yeah.
And then it evolved from there to, right?
Yeah, sort of like being more of a community thing, like a church sale.
Yes.
Having some sort of community event type of sale.
Church sales. So it went from there to church sales. And then in the 50s and 60s, it became kind of cool to go out and go garage sailing, right? And yard sailing. It was kind of chic. And by the 70s, my mom was dragging me around. I'm giving up my age. Oopsie.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. We're going to be giving away our age quite a few times here. I think,
yeah, exactly. Those big Google us. Whatever.
Yeah. Right. But, so things started in the 50s and 60s as we sort of know them today. And but the things have changed, like on how you find these yard sales.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like before, okay, we're dating ourselves again, but do you remember a newspaper? Anybody? A newspaper. Yeah. And how fun was that?
It was so fun because you'd even get coupons on like Wednesday or Thursday. So you knew which supermarket to go to get the best deals. Oh my gosh. People would like just jump out of the bushes at the mailman.
Yeah, right. And grab that Sunday paper with all the ads in it and tear it apart and figure out where we're going to go and
circle everything.
Yep. And especially the classified ads is where you went to go and find whatever you were looking for. And, if it wasn't in your local paper, you probably weren't finding it.
No.
So it's just so crazy how things have changed.
It's so crazy now,
awesome.
Right? We have so many more opportunities to get the kinds of deals that, we need for our businesses.
Absolutely.
So let's jump into it.
Yeah. And then, and then after the newspaper, of course, it sort of evolved. We got online. And all of a sudden Craigslist pops out. And I think that for the longest time was probably,
it was
the
like
place.
The thing, right?
Yeah,
Craigslist. Yeah.
That started in 1995. And so that's almost been around for like 30 years. Wow.
OMG.
Yeah. It's dating ourselves again. But anyway, we're moving on to Facebook, which was founded in 2004.
Okay.
So that's almost 20 years now.
Okay,
so that's pretty
better.
Cool. Yeah, I do remember signing up for Facebook.
I do too. I do too. And I think that kind of the Facebook marketplace sort of came out as not like competition with Craigslist, but sort of because that model was working really well for them. So I think they kind of decided to jump on board.
Yeah, just evolving with the times online. I love Facebook Marketplace.
Me too.
And we're going to talk about the differences between Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist in a little bit because it's probably our favorites.
Yeah.
And then after, Facebook and Craigslist started evolving, everything is like an app now. There's an app for everything. Every day there's new apps. And there's no exception as in apps for finding yard sales.
I know. Apps to find a yard sale. I mean, it was like if your muffler didn't fall off before you made it to the garage sale in the 70s. That was like great. And it was like word of mouth. Like, oh, so-and-so, Bob Smith, Emma Smith, having one down the road. I mean, really? Yeah, man.
Yeah, that or just following signs, of course, is always good.
I
guess we can't forget that, I guess.
All right, back to the computers.
Yeah. So all that fun stuff. We got these new apps and stuff and new websites now that we can find these yard sales. So it's good to use those tools.
I know I
honestly.
need to learn them and not be, sourpuss about it.
Okay, well, there's a few really easy ones for you. So
Yeah.
check this out. Really, I mean,
No,
yeah, honestly.
For real. No, for real. We went over this morning. We had coffee and talked. Right? We had coffee talk.
Coffee talk, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Getting a little verklempt.
You're trying.
So, okay, now we've got yard sales, apps, and websites. Now, this one right here, number 6, we're just going to throw that in as a bonus because it's fairly brand new and it's for iPhone only.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the iPhone, check this one out. It looks pretty cool. The Garage Sale Center.
Yeah.
It had just a really good looking interface like most of the other apps.
It had a lot of downloads, right?
It's I couldn't tell that the downloads, but it did have quite a few reviews on it.
Yeah. Okay.
The Apple Store didn't give us that information, but these next ones coming up are gonna also, here we'll do the next one, tell you how many users have actually downloaded this according to Google Play. Now, GarageSailor.com is an app that I've used, and it looks like they have over 100,000 users actually. So that means, hey, I mean, 100,000 people are using that. There's that much more of a chance that you're going to find that.
I never even thought about thinking of it that way. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh yeah, looking at how many people are using it or have downloaded it.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I always get the big one, the big apps like the ones everybody else has. So these are smaller, newer apps. It's becoming so fashionable to thrift and source, and it's just everything's popping up everywhere. It's changing constantly.
It is really something.
Okay, so
a good time to be already in this business, I would say.
We're already in front of all of that just by having some of these pieces of information at our fingertips.
Right. Yep. And so, like you're saying, these are some of the smaller apps that people use. I think GarageSailor.com is getting bigger, but even bigger here, we see that 500,000 users are using EstateSales.net. Now, I don't use this one a lot. I did check it out though. It looks like it's mostly estate sales and like liquidation warehouses. It looks like we're sort of posting in there too. So it might be a good place to, find some different places to source even.
Liquidation, like big pallets?
Maybe centers like that. There's a place that I've been in Minnesota where they might open some of those pallets and put them in bins.
Cool.
And also sell pallets. So
cool.
It could be a place to find something like that as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that is EstateSales.net. Again, with 500,000 users already. So that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And next on the list, we got number 3, which is
our favorite one today.
It is our favorite one, the Yard Sale Treasure Map. There's over 1 million users using this one.
Yeah.
And I think you can see why once you open it up. This is the one that I recommend. I think it pulls from GarageSailor.com. It pulls from other sites as well. So this one is going to help you find
like all over the map, right? It has a full. That's where we found the place.
We went to. We did some really good sourcing yesterday, and we'll have a YouTube video coming up on that. Cut it off the GoPro, so
it was so awesome. It was so awesome, you guys, and we found it on what is it?
On this app right here, the Yard Sale Treasure Map.
Treasure Map, what a cute name too.
Yeah, total. It is.
Yeah, it's crazy. We had a good day today.
Yeah, it was so awesome. Yeah. And with this app here, the Yard Sale Treasure Map app, it's just like these other two right here as far as like the interface goes. But on this one here, you can color code the yard sales. Say you see some that are clothing only, you can color code those all blue. You could color code electronics or sporting goods, something type yard sale, like guys yard sales. You can color code those red or something.
That's nice.
Yeah. And also you can do like a map planner. So say you favorite some of these yard sales that you're seeing, you can put it into the route optimizer and it will like say, go here first, second and third, if you want to make a round trip and end back home.
That's like cool.
That. Yeah.
So really, that would save that. Now that alone saves so much time.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yep. And all of these are hooked into Google Maps. So if you're familiar with Google Maps, you probably use that every time you do a GPS. These are all linked with that. So you're probably familiar with the GPS that will pop up once you say, hey, navigate to this sale. So Yard Sale Treasure Map app, my favorite. Absolutely love it. I recommend that one. We're not sponsored or anything.
Now, question for you: is this appropriate for iPhones and for Android?
Yes, good question. Very good question. All of these so far, I have seen that they can be for Android or Apple, except for the top one, and the number 6 is for iPhone only right now.
Okay.
So all these are for Apple or Android.
Perfect.
Yeah. So now we'll go to our number 2, which all of you know is Craigslist. 5 million plus users. Now that may not be, and that's just the app. Okay, so that's just the Craigslist app. 5 million users on the app. There's probably a hell of a lot more users than that just using it and the website. So that is probably one of the best ones to post on. Now, I also read that many of these apps right here also pull off of Craigslist. So they're gonna, so Yard Sale Treasure Map app takes from Craigslist. GarageSeller.com will pull from Craigslist.
Okay.
So your best thing, especially if you're having a yard sale, is to post on Craigslist your yard sale, because all of these different apps are going to advertise for you.
That's awesome.
Just by posting on Craigslist. So Craigslist, number 1. Number 2 on our list here, I would think, and it's probably right up there with our number 1, which is Facebook and Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
In the United States alone, 240 million Facebook accounts are around.
It's crazy.
So not everybody's has stuff on Marketplace, but
we couldn't even begin to start naming all the different rummage sales and garage sale sites and all those great pages that you could become a part of on Facebook.
Yes.
And there are sites where you can get free things. There's stuff where you can donate stuff to your neighbors. It gets really fun and really interesting, and a lot of times a really great place to source. A lot of people source on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, absolutely. I have. Yep.
Have you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Just like Craigslist or Facebook, you sit there and you have certain categories of stuff that maybe you're looking for that you think other people won't on a Marketplace. Like I would scan for blank media all the time, blank cassettes, things like that. Media storage, like Napa Valley wooden crates. A lot of people don't know about those, and if you do, Facebook and Craigslist is a really good place to score like a whole lot of them sometimes, for next to nothing.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I was always nervous about Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist because of having to meet up with somebody, and so that's something that always made me really nervous. Now that you're here, I feel more comfortable because I'm not by myself. But it's scary. And even I think for me, I'm just keeping it real for me. And I thought to myself, oh, well, even if we met at like the Walgreens, they can still take the number of your license plate number. Sure. Like they can find you. Like there's no doubt they can if they want to. I know that sounds terrible, but it's a girl thing,
I know. I completely understand that.
Oh my goodness. It's like walking in the woods at night alone. I would never.
Yeah. It's like, let me take care of these Craigslist and Facebook, deals.
Yeah. He's teaching me the packing and the shipping methods and he's
and the Facebook stuff.
Oh my, whatever. We're helping each other, but.
Oh, this is wonderful. Yes. So, but no, I completely agree with your concern there.
Be very cautious about
when you're meeting. Absolutely. With like they recommend to, of course, meet in a public place. But even you're mentioning, that, hey, things can still go wrong too. So.
Yeah, something like a Walgreens is nice, or a grocery store, because usually they have cameras on the outside of the store. So that's always a good thing to keep in mind too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. No, you can even meet at the police station. Be like, hey, meet me at the police station. I don't, this is how I do Craigslist. I'm sorry.
But on Facebook Marketplace, though, baby, you can see their profile, right? You can kind of like, if they're like, some kind of, I don't know, weirdo nut person. I don't know. Like you might be able to get that vibe if you checked out the Facebook page.
Right. And that's one of the differences that we wanted to talk about.
I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect. That's a perfect segue going into that, because that's what we need to, what we're going to talk about. One of the differences. Yeah. So good one. Yeah. Because Craigslist, it's a very simple site. It's always been simple. It's like Windows 95 style still, no flair, no nothing. It's just like Google, just a blank, quick site. And so you really don't know who you're talking to. And the only way you're really communicating through Craigslist is by email. But, when you're on Facebook, you're looking perhaps at, you can go and look at their profile and see, okay, this is a real person. They post here and there. They say happy birthday to their friend. And they've had this account for 12 years. This is a real person. At least you can tell that when you're on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, which would maybe help, others feel a little bit safer.
Yeah, definitely. For me, that's for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, there's just the little differences there. Be really careful when you're using Facebook and Craigslist, especially to buy stuff for, finding yard sales and stuff like that. It's great. Number one and number two, when I had my yard sale up, I should say when I am using Facebook and I'm using Craigslist for the same listing, I get so many more hits on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, I barely get anything on Craigslist, and like ding, 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 ding on Facebook sometimes.
Really?
So, yeah, that's why I put Facebook number one. I really think that's sort of taking over.
My best friend is in California, and she deals more with furniture and larger pieces than art. And she sells all the time on Facebook Marketplace, just for that same reason. She can go and kind of see like if it's a creeper.
Okay. Yeah.
And if it's not a creeper, then there you go.
There's a better chance of not being creeped. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, being creeped over. That's even a thing.
It's a thing now, I guess. But.
Yeah, we made it a thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I think that these 5 different, examples of places to go to become a better yard saler, more efficient. Would you say more frugal, and just efficient, meaning it saves time.
Right. Yeah. You can go and plan out your entire morning. You got all those yard sales just
and link it all up on a map. Oh my gosh, where's my coffee and my
right
donut?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So Yard Sale Treasure Map app, remember the number 3 one here is one you can do that with.
Yeah.
And also here, guys, we got just a few websites that you can go to. Not only apps, but just straight up websites.
Yeah, like yardsales.com.
Yep.
And yardsales.net.
Yep, those are 2 of them. Also garagesalefinder.com. There's yardsalesearch.com. Do a search and you'll find some more sites. But these are ones that I've actually used to post my own garage sale on. The last one I had this summer, not too long ago, actually. Must have been like a month ago, honestly. Yeah, it was like a month ago.
It's been like like moving here halfway across the country. It's been such a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's Saturday night. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yay! It's been like 3 weeks since we've been living together. It's been so nice, but we've been so busy.
I know it's been like nonstop. Just trying to find time to like go for a walk or something, and enjoy.
And keep this going for you guys and us too, right? Oh my gosh, we cannot wait for. First of all, thank you for spending time with us on Saturday night. Thank you for joining us here on Dustin and Michelle. We just shared 5 or so plus bonus is 6 bonus maybe of ways to find awesome spots to go yard selling and garage selling and estate selling. So go check that out. But if you like the kind of content, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, guys, we really appreciate you coming by.
We
Thank you so
do.
much. Yes, and we're gonna come up with some more good things to talk about next week.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, what we did this weekend. Dustin's going to be editing it, and it is so fun.
Yeah, we had a really good time yesterday. Going to a big old barn sale. That's all I'll say.
Oh my gosh, I'm still itchy from the mold. It's a good one though.
Some fun digging for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.